Greetings. My name is Glenn Mays. I am director of the Systems for Action Research Program funded by the Robert Wood Johnson Foundation and based here at the University of Colorado. I'm really excited today to be talking with one of our recent grantees of the program. Our goal is to kind of talk through her experiences and conducting research around system alignment through this program. Particularly, we're interested in hearing perspectives from community-based organizations, community-based researchers, and others who are coming to the research space from a community-based or a practice-based setting. And so, with that in mind, we are really excited to be talking today with Cookie Allen. Um, Cookie has worked for the Coeur d'Alene tribe for several decades now, most recently as Director of Strategic Initiatives and the Development Office, where she's done a lot of work around developing tribal comprehensive and strategic plans and initiatives around service delivery in the health and human services space. Um, she's recently stepped back from that role, I think, to finish up doctoral studies and do other things. But Cookie was one of the leading people in leading the recent system alignment study funded by the system alignment the Systems for Action research program. So we want to take this chance to talk with her about her experiences. So welcome, Cookie.
Thank you. Excited to be here.
Um, We're excited too. I want to start ask you if you could tell us a little bit about your organization and how you the organization you've worked with at Coeur d'Alene and how you serve that community.
Sure. So I have worked the majority of my professional career with the Coeur d'Alene tribe, which is located in North Idaho. We're one of five tribes in the state. And I specifically worked for this office that was created back in 2019 to assist the tribal leadership with targeted projects to improve systems alignment and just service delivery and the effectiveness of those services. For the not just the tribal membership, but the community as a whole. So examples of the work we've been doing are, comprehensive and strategic planning, capacity building, resources development, grant writing, and just improving the data collection systems for the tribe, and so that we can better collect, share, and report the information.
Fantastic. What if you could describe how you became interested in participating in research and um, how your partnership with your research partners in your Systems for Action project began and evolved?
Sure. So back in 2015, I was working with the tribe. The leadership had established a multi-sector working group that was working to improve safety, public health safety, and just wellness in the community by breaking down the different silos that a lot of these service providers were working in, and therefore offer better holistic solutions to meet that goal. Within 3 years of working together and seeing the change happen, we recognized that more research was needed that was community led to capture these unique findings and circumstances that we were finding ourselves in. I had just started a PhD program, and so it was really seeing how there's that big gaping hole of research that is being conducted in tribal communities that is led by the community itself and the tribal people. So fortunately, we crossed paths with the Seven Directions program from the University of Washington, which is an Indigenous public health institute. And they were looking to partner with us because they knew we were doing this cross-sector collaborative work to be a part of a study with them that was also through the Robert Wood Johnson Foundation and the Georgia Health Policy Center. And so we've been working with them ever since and trying to just better understand what these unique factors are in tribal communities that hinder um, efforts to really, to address the inequality that we find ourselves in, the inequity that we find ourselves in trying to just have better outcomes in the community.
Fantastic. Uh, had the Coeur d'Alene tribe been involved in research studies like this previously, or was this kind of a new venture for you and your organization?
This was the first that I had been a part of, other than that one that I mentioned with the Seven Directions team and the work that they were doing. So because of that successful partnership with them, and because we had that shared kind of curiosity and wanting to better understand what was happening in the communities, how we could address the systemic inequity. Um, we pursued this opportunity with the systems for action and partnered to get that underway, and it's just been it's solidified our work together and our trust in working with academic institutions.
That sounds great. So you mentioned your research partner at the Seven Directions organization. I wonder if you could tell us a little bit more about how that research partnership looked like as you began to develop your Systems for Action research proposal. Um, how did you make key decisions, with that research partner, like around things like deciding on the research questions you wanted to answer, or dividing responsibility for different tasks and activities, or even how you would allocate your budget across the different partner organizations? Tell us a little bit more about how that relationship and decision making developed for you.
Sure. Well, fortunately, again, the this particular program, the Seven Directions program, has a lot of experience in working with tribes. They are an indigenous-led institution, but more importantly, they understand, recognize, and support tribal sovereignty, the understanding of tribal sovereignty, and the recognizing of tribal knowledge building and the systems of knowledge building, the indigenous methods and methodologies that can be used to better pull that, get that information out, get that research conducted in ways that are respectful to the community and that use their methodologies. So we were just fortunate to be in partnership with them because that immediately, uh, you know, had us in the driver's seat as the partner, as the community partner, which is very not common when you do research, especially when research is conducted in tribes. Often academic institutions come in and they often feel that they have that more expertise, and they come in, get the research, and leave, and there's very little that actually comes back to benefit the community itself. So we were really grateful to partner with Seven Directions and have not only our just have us at the driver's seat, but also they recognize that we knew the problems, this and the solutions, and where to get the information, who the connections were with. They recognized all that, and so we were able to take the lead. But we also, we are very young in the early stages of establishing our own within the tribe, our own research protocols and the teams that it takes to conduct the research, the researchers to conduct this. I'm trying to finish my program. There's several other people. So it was so great for us to work with this academic team that we could trust and that we could learn from. They were able to, I guess, use language, vocabulary that often kind of throws us off and just speak to us in layman's terms and help us understand, the different tools that could be used in research that we weren't very familiar with, the different data collection and analysis tools. And anyway, so from beginning to end, we were involved in all of it. We were able to brainstorm with them, and they offered us a lot of, academic writing support as well as technical assistance. So, conducting the interviews that we did in the community, a lot of the people that were interviewed are, the people that we work with on a daily basis. And so they were able to come in and make it feel more formal, but because we were also at the table with the research team, with the Seven Directions team, these people felt more comfortable in opening up about the realities of what was happening um, in their workplace and in the services that they were trying to provide and what those barriers were. And they also felt more comfortable in offering those cultural insights that maybe they would hesitate to do with other institutions. And so anyway, we were able to really capture a lot of great data that we used and that really contributed to those ultimate findings. So it was a good experience.
It sure sounds like it. Sounds like a very productive collaboration between the tribe and the research team. It also sounds like your organization at the Coeur d'Alene tribe was involved in all aspects of the study, from designing the system alignment intervention that you wanted to test, and coming up with the research and evaluation design, coming up with the data collection strategies, analyzing the data, interpreting the findings. Is that true? Where the tribe really was
Oh
and
yeah.
really was actively involved in all those aspects?
Definitely, because we had been doing a lot of the work prior to that. It just wasn't, under the label of formal academic research. So partnering with Seven Directions with the University of Washington really just helped us kind of glean it up and make it more um, uh, I guess, just more formal in that way. And it really, for us, that was not just my department, but the other people within the tribe. For example, we have adopted and implemented our own IRB process, our own internal or the research protocols, and you have to submit an application. And oftentimes, when we are approached by outside researchers and academic institutions, they they only respect the process, I guess, that's in their organization. And so to be coming in and submitting an application to do research through that didn't happen with obviously with this Seven Directions team. They respected that. They walked through it with us, and just yeah, it was just a really good experience.
It really sounds like it. A really great example of a productive research collaboration. Um, Most projects despite lots of good things happen, will encounter challenges and hurdles to overcome. Were there any challenges that arose for you in working with your research partner at Seven Directions? And if so, how'd you deal with them?
It hasn't. I guess one of the previously you asked if we had been a part of other research studies, and we had been approached before, and specifically with one institution that really just like I said, we'd been doing a lot of work and had a lot of data and had questions that we wanted to get better information for. And so when we brought these to the table, they were they were honestly set aside. And so we had learned who we didn't necessarily know who to partner with, but we knew who not to partner with. So when these guys came along, we saw that they respected our approach and our priorities, but also the data that we had collected. And a lot of the data that would often get dismissed because it wasn't statistical in nature or scientific, it was storytelling and sharing of these stories around the tables and listening to the people in the community, the leaders in the community. That is data. That is valid data. And so to have that institution help this program respect that made a big difference for us. And so it was very helpful. I think one of the things that we're stumbling on now as we finish this project with the S4A program was that we don't have a lot of background in writing for publish to be published. And so again, we're relying on the Seven Directions team to kind of help us with that. We're taking advantage of the tools that the Systems for Action program is offering. And so we're excited to get past those barriers and those challenges, but again, in partnership with this institution, this Seven Directions team.
Very productive partnership, and that's another great example you mentioned of a set of experiences that a strong academic or research partner can often bring is experience with the scientific publication process, which can, can be complex, and
Yes.
something that a good research partner can bring to the table for
Yeah.
a collaboration like this. So that's wonderful to hear. Um, uh, and you and the tribe, Coeur d'Alene tribe that you work with are, I think, uniquely positioned to offer perspective about how these research partnerships work, particularly in the context of tribes and tribal organizations. So, I wonder, um, are there any words of advice that you could give about forming these kinds of productive research partnerships that involve tribes and tribal organizations for others who might want to conduct research with tribes and in tribal settings?
Sure. I guess it's definitely important that I think it's not necessarily always that it has to be Indigenous led, that these academic institutions and these programs have to be Indigenous led, but that there at least is experience there in working with tribes and that they respect and uphold, tribal sovereignty, tribal ways, Indigenous ways of knowing and understanding, using Indigenous methods and methodologies. So I would definitely vet different partners for that. Second of all, just again, to see that this, when you're at the table, that there is the expectation of reciprocity, that the academic institution and team is going to benefit as much, or that the tribe and the tribal community is going to benefit more, or at least as much as the institution in the information that's garnered, that's gained from the research conducted. And I just having clear communication and expectation of how that research is going to be used, and how the tribe will have and the community will be able to vet it through all of the process. Will be able to be involved in the development of the questions. This was a lot of for us. This was the first time in using data analysis tools to analyze the interviews and the data we'd collected. And so they walked us through it. They were not, we didn't feel we were being talked down to. And so, we felt that we were equals at the table. And yes, when there were areas that we didn't have as much experience, it didn't, it wasn't noticeable. Like they knew that we had more experience and other, assets to bring to the table. And so it felt like an equal and balanced relationship.
Well, thank you so much, Cookie Allen. You've given us a really compelling example about how effective community research partnerships can work, and particularly in tribal settings. We can't wait to see where your research leads next and what some of the next steps might be. Congratulations on leading a successful research project in SRA, and we look forward to continuing to learn from you and your colleagues. Thank you so much.
Thank you, guys.